summer. Heat was sleeping on the lake. I stepped beneath the hotel awning with one small dress and one suitcase. The bellman turned the brass door slowly. A ceiling fan began to spin. I signed my name beneath the others. The singer checking in. They said the hotel closed on Sunday. One final week, one final show. I thought I knew how quickly temporary stories go. I was only the singer at check-in, passing through the marble hall. 7 nights beside the water, then no reason left at all. Only the singer at check-in, with a room above the trees. I never knew the final summer would remember me like this. The lobby smelled of polished timber, Magnolia drifting through the screen. Old couples rested near the windows, dressed as though the year were young. A piano waited by the staircase, silent underneath its cloth. I touched one key and heard it answer, like a door that wasn't locked. Someone's camera clicked behind me, then the sound was quickly gone. I turned and saw a stranger lowering the camera in his palm. I was only the singer at check-in, passing through the marble hall. 7 nights beside the water, then no reason left at all. Only the singer at check-in, yet his eyes remained on me. I never knew the final summer had already changed its key. Some arrivals look so ordinary, a name, a key, a room upstairs. But fate can wait beside reception, holding light inside a camera. I was more than the singer at check-in, though I didn't know it then. The hotel wrote my name in music and would call me back again. Not only the singer at check-in, not a guess the years could lose. Before I sang the opening number, summer had begun to choose. One small dress and one suitcase, one warm afternoon beside the lake, one unknown man behind the camera, one photograph he shouldn't take. The clerk placed room 204, like a secret in my hand.
I had photographed the chandelier, the marble floor, the empty chairs. The manager said, save the building before it vanishes from here. Then you came through the turning doorway, summer gathered at your feet. I raised the camera without thinking, and the flash made our eyes meet. You look surprised but not offended. I forgot the words I knew. The whole hotel went out of focus, everything except for you. Flashbulb in the lobby, white light in the afternoon. 1 second held your face forever, like a photograph of June. Flashbulb in the lobby, then the room returned to gray. But something in that sudden brightness never completely went away. I tried to offer an apology. You asked to see the frame. I said the film was still unready. You smiled and asked my name. You touched the covered lobby piano. One note moved beneath the stairs. I knew before the film developed, you had changed the light in there. I had come to save the building, every window, lamp and door. But the picture I would guard the longest wasn't architecture anymore. Flashbulb in the lobby, white light in the afternoon. 1 second held your face forever, like a photograph of June. Flashbulb in the lobby, then the room returned to gray. But something in that sudden brightness never completely went away. A camera keeps what time is taking, a smile, a glance, a summer dress. I wondered what the lens had captured, your arrival or my loneliness. Flashbulb in the lobby, the hotel breathing warm and slow. You walked upstairs with room key music while I watched the shadows go. Flashbulb in the lobby, one mistake I would defend. I thought I photographed a stranger, but I found the stories beginning. White light, brass key, your eyes turning back to me. One frame, one sound, and the old hotel came around. I wrote your room number nowhere, yet remembered it all night.
At 3 o'clock the dining room was empty except for chairs.
I lifted off the piano cover.
Dust was dancing in the air.
I played the opening of my number,
Then lost the rhythm halfway through.
a camera clicked beside the doorway.
And I knew that it was you.
I said I came to photograph
The afternoon across the keys.
You said then stop behind the camera
And turn the pages, please.
I stood beside the music,
close enough to hear you breathe.
The song began as hotel business,
then became something underneath. You counted softly, 1, 2, 3.
You looked up on the fourth,
A simple rehearsal changed direction,
and neither knew its course.
Piano at 3 o'clock, sunlight moving down the wall.
Your voice entered through the window,
And I forgot the world at all. Piano at 3 o'clock, two strangers learning time.
you were singing from the paper.
I was listening between the lines. I missed a note and started over.
I said the mistake sounded true.
You turned the page before I asked.
I watched the light return to you.
The lake outside was bright and still.
The fan moved shadows overhead.
We practiced every written measure while another song went unsaid. Piano at 3 o'clock, sunlight moving down the wall.
Your voice entered through the window,
And I forgot the world at all. Piano at 3 o'clock, two strangers learning time.
you were singing from the paper.
I was listening between the lines. Was it only harmony?
Was it only summer air?
Why did every quiet measure feel like finding someone there?
The hotel kept its final secrets.
But the piano told us one.
A song can start between two people before the words have begun.
Piano at 3 o'clock, now the room was warm with sound.
Every note we held together
Made the empty hall come round. Piano at 3 o'clock, our voices crossing in the light.
we arrived as page and picture.
Then left as music for the night.
1, 2, 3.
Turn the page.
Let the afternoon remain.
The final chord stayed under our hands long after it was played. The elevator shook at sunset and stopped without a sound. The number 4 stayed lit above us. 5 was nowhere to be found. You pressed the brass alarm twice, then laughed to calm the air. I tried to act as though the silence didn't make me know you were there. The hallway music disappeared. The cable settled overhead. With nowhere else to turn my eyes, I finally heard what you said. Between the 4th and the 5th floors, the whole hotel stood still. No guests, no songs, no photographs, no schedule left to fill. Between the 4th and 5th floors, you asked what I would do. When Sunday closed the hotel doors, I almost answered, stay with you. I said I traveled with the music, never kept a room too long. You said you lived through photographs, saving places after they were gone. I asked if pictures ease the leaving. You looked down before you spoke. Sometimes they only prove, you whispered, how much a moment meant when it broke. The little fan above us turned a slow and tired silver wheel. The elevator held our bodies, but couldn't hold what we began to feel. Between the 4th and 5th floors, the whole hotel stood still. No guests, no songs, no photographs, no schedule left to fill. Between the 4th and 5th floors, you asked what I would do when someday closed the hotel doors. I almost answered, stay with you. And the machinery awakened, the floor began to rise. We stepped apart before the doorway could reveal us in its light. I wish the lift had stayed suspended, a room without an end, where neither one was only passing and neither had to pretend. Between the 4th and 5th floors, I found the truth too soon. A heart can change its destination inside one narrow room. Between the 4th and 5th floors, the bell rang once, then twice. The doors reopened on the hallway, but I left a part of me inside. 4 was glowing, 5 was waiting, time was caught between. You stood close enough to change me, yet far enough to leave unseen. The elevator reached my floor, but I forgot to step away.
The kitchen saved 2 bowls of lemon ice after the dining room was cleared. I carried them up the service staircase, hoping you would still be near. You sat beneath the striped umbrella, shoes resting beside your chair. The lake was dark beyond the railing, and summer breathed into your hair. You said the guests had better tables, I said the view was ours alone. The hotel served 100 people, but the terrace felt like home. Lemon ice on the staff terrace, melting faster than we knew. Silver spoons and tired laughter, 1 small hour beside you. Lemon ice on the staff terrace, bitter peel and sweetness too. I learned the taste of wanting something time would not let me keep. You told me of the city theaters, names in lights above the street. I told you of a room with pictures no one ever came to see. You said a voice should fill a building, I said a photograph could try. Then we watched the lake go darker, neither neither asking why. The bowls were empty on the table. The night was nowhere near complete. You drew a circle in the water that had gathered from the heat. Lemon ice on the staff terrace, melting faster than we knew. Silver spoons and tired laughter, one small hour beside you. Lemon ice on the staff terrace, bitter peel and sweetness too. I learned the taste of wanting something time would not let me keep. I could have said, don't leave on Sunday. You could have laughed and looked away. Instead I asked which song you'd open at the final gala day. Some men are brave behind a camera, where silence does the work. But sitting there across from you, every honest sentence hurt. Stars, you spoke about a future city. I imagined where you are. Lemon ice on the staff terrace, summer cooling on the stone. For the first time in my life, I feared the hotel closing more than being alone. Bitter peel, silver spoon, your quiet smile beneath the moon. One warm night, 1 week to go, and everything I couldn't show. The kitchen light went dark below us, but neither one stood up. I invited you below the ballroom, where the darkroom held its breath. Trays of silver, bottles numbered, pictures waiting to confess.
I placed the lobby film and water. You leaned close beside my arm. Slowly through the cloudy paper, your arrival found its form.
I watched my face become a stranger,
Then become the girl you saw.
not the singer dressed for evening.
Not a name upon the board.
My hair was loose from summer travel.
One hand holding room key brass.
You said the picture looked like someone
Who had finally arrived at last.
The red light softened every shadow.
The room was small and warm,
A photograph was growing clear.
while we were changing form. Your face in the dark room light, coming slowly into sight.
Every secret held in silver.
Every feeling black and white. Your face in the dark room light,
Close enough to touch the truth.
picture showed the day I met you,
but the room revealed what followed too.
I asked why you had kept that frame.
I said the others felt less true.
You lifted it from the water.
I watched the drops run down to you.
Our hands met on the paper edge.
Neither moved away.
The photograph had finished forming,
but no one ended the display.
Your face in the darkroom light,
coming slowly into sight.
every secret held in silver,
Every feeling black and white.
your face in the darkroom light,
Close enough to touch the truth,
the picture showed the day I met you,
but the room revealed
what followed too. Can a photograph remember
what the people never say.
Can a room preserve a heartbeat?
After summer fades away,
We stood beneath the crimson bulb,
the whole hotel above,
and in the quiet developing tray, a picture turned to love. Your face in the darkroom light,
now the image shown complete,
you looked at me, not at the picture.
and my heart forgot its beat.
Your face in the darkroom light,
No distance left to hide,
the film had captured your arrival,
but not how close.
we stood that night.
Hold the corner,
Let it dry,
keep this summer from passing by,
we hung the picture from a wire
and stayed
until it stopped moving. After supper, guests were dancing on the terrace by the lake. I slipped outside behind the hedges, needing air before the break. Magnolia petals crossed the pathway, pale against the summer ground. I heard your laugh inside the ballroom, then another woman's sound. She asked you where the road would take you when the hotel closed its doors. You said the city had an opening, a magazine and something more. Magnolia garden after supper, white flowers falling through the dark. I had thought the week was ours, then heard the future call your heart. Magnolia garden after supper, every petal looked like snow. How could summer feel so endless when we had so little time to go? You found me near the stone fountain, asked why I had left the song. I said the room was far too crowded, though we both knew that was wrong. You told me she was just an editor offering work when August came. I smiled as though the explanation could make everything the same. The garden lights were warm behind us, the insects gathered near. You reached to lift a fallen blossom from the ribbon by my ear. Magnolia garden after supper, white flowers falling through the dark. I had thought the week was ours, then heard the future call your heart. Magnolia garden after supper, every petal looked like snow. How could summer feel so endless when we had so little time to go? I wanted you to choose the hotel, though I knew it couldn't stay. I wanted you to choose the singer, though I had to leave someday. Love can make a temporary building feel stronger than the years. It can turn one harmless offer into a garden full of fear. Magnolia garden after supper, you said the city isn't you. I asked what that was meant to promise. You said I wish I knew. Magnolia garden after supper, we stood beneath the fading bloom. Neither one could name tomorrow, so we gave the night more room. White flowers, summer ground, music distant, hearts too loud. One week ending, one truth near, one small garden holding fear. You walked me back toward the ballroom, but our hands did not quite meet.
The hotel pool after midnight held every window in its blue. The guests had gone, the chairs were folded. Then I heard a song from you. You sat barefoot at the water, dress hem lifted from the stone. You said you couldn't sleep for thinking how the week had almost gone. I placed the camera on the table. For once I let the moment stay, without a shudder interrupting what I finally had to say. The pool after midnight, every window upside down. You sang softly to the water. I forgot the closing town. The pool after midnight, no photograph between. For the first time you were looking at the man behind the scene. I told you of the city offer, how I feared I'd disappear inside a room of printed pages, where your voice would never reach. You said the road was yours to follow, not a chain I had to break. Then asked if I would still remember the singer by the lake. The water moved against the ladder, the moon crossed slowly through the trees. I said I couldn't lose your picture, even if I lost every negative. The pool after midnight, every window upside down. You sang softly to the water. I forgot the closing town. The pool after midnight, no photograph between. For the first time you were looking at the man behind the scene. I nearly reached to hold your fingers. You nearly rested in my hand. Then a light appeared above us, someone crossing through the landing. We laughed and moved a little farther, but the truth had crossed the space. No camera ever held me like the kindness in your face. The pool after midnight, now the water carried stars. You said tomorrow before the gala, meet me where the ballroom starts. The pool after midnight, one small promise in the air. I had entered as a photographer, you might care for. No flash, no frame, still I saw you all the same. No crowd, no sound, only moonlight turning round. Your song remained across the water after you had gone upstairs.
The ballroom waited before the gala, chairs in rows, the curtains high.
Paper stars were still unfinished,
morning heat against the sky.
I stood upon the marked out circle,
practicing where I should begin.
You entered carrying your camera,
then set it down and walked in.
You said the orchestra came at 7, the guests would enter after 8.
I said the floor deserved rehearsal
before the evening grew too late. You smiled and placed your hand before me,
asked which step I understood.
I knew no dance worth showing,
but followed as carefully as I could.
no one counted out the time.
We moved beneath unfinished stars
And found a rhythm
that was ours. One dance before the guests arrive,
before the room becomes alive.
no orchestra and no applause,
Only you without a cause.
one dance before the guests arrive.
The hotel holding back the night.
Every turn made Sunday smaller,
Every touch
made time feel right.
I missed a step beside the curtain.
I laughed and drew you close again.
You rested lightly on my shoulder.
I wished the song would never end.
The lake shone through the western windows.
The paper stars moved overhead,
We had no music in the ballroom,
yet heard everything unsaid. One dance before the guests arrive,
before the room becomes alive.
no orchestra and no applause,
Only you without a cause.
one dance before the guests arrive.
The hotel holding back the night.
Every turn made Sunday smaller,
Every touch
made time feel right.
What happens when the chairs are filled?
What happens when the lights go low?
Will we become two working strangers?
I don't wanna let this go.
So hold the empty room around us.
Let the morning stay unseen.
For one dance we were not leaving,
And the hotel wasn't closing. One dance before the guests arrive.
now our separate hearts align.
You turned slowly beneath my hand.
I left the camera far behind.
One dance before the guests arrive.
Before the final week moved on,
The room would fill with other people, but this dance would still belong to us.
no music,
Still we knew
every step
return to you.
The ballroom clock struck 4.
And neither one released the other. By 8 o'clock the room was shining, every table dressed in white, paper stars above the dancers turned slowly in the light. I stood behind the velvet curtain, listening for my name. You moved between the waiting guests, photographing every frame. I searched the room to find your eyes, but every time I turned, you lifted up the camera, and the flash was all I earned. Paper stars in the grand ballroom, spinning spinning high above the crowd. I sang the song we practiced, but the room was far too loud. Paper stars in the grand ballroom, every silver point looked cold. I could make 100 strangers listen, but not the one I wanted most. The editor from the city stood beside you near the stairs. She touched your arm and showed a contract. You bent closer to compare. I missed a word in the second verse, then carried on in time. The guests believed the song was perfect, only I knew where it broke. I told myself you had a future, I told myself that I did too, but every note became a question. I was singing toward you. Paper stars in the grand ballroom, spinning high above the crowd. I sang the song we practiced, but the room was far too loud. Paper stars in the grand ballroom, every silver point looked cold. I could make 100 strangers listen, but not the one I wanted most. Then during the instrumental, I saw you set the contract down. You crossed behind the final tables, moving slowly through the crowd. But the orchestra began my entrance, and the spotlight held me still. You stopped beneath the nearest paper star, too far to say what you meant. Fixed on mine, I sang the final words more softly, and you understood the line. Paper stars in the grand ballroom, turning over one last song. The crowd rose up to offer flowers, but I only watched you standing there. Paper stars, fading light, fading light. One last gala, one last night, one last night, one last night. Many faces, one I knew, one I knew. Every lyric leading to you. The curtain closed between us before either one could move.
After the last applause had ended, flowers rested by the stage. The orchestra packed up its music. Waiters cleared another age. I searched behind the velvet curtain, found your gloves but not your face. The manager said you had gone upstairs to finish packing your suitcase. I had crossed past the crowded ballroom, contract folded in my coat. I had chosen not to sign it, but never found the words to show. After the last applause, when the room forgot your name, I stood beneath the paper stars and knew that I was late. After the last applause, no audience left to blame. I had taken every photograph, but never asked you to remain. I climbed the stairs toward room 204, then stopped before the door. A ribbon from the Magnolia garden lay beside the polished floor. I raised my hand but heard you singing very softly from inside. The melody we learned together made every honest word retreat. I fear that asking you to stay would make your future small. I fear that saying nothing would mean losing it all. After the last applause, when the room forgot your name, I stood beneath the paper stars and knew that I was late. After the last applause, no audience left to blame. I had taken every photograph, but never asked you to remain. So I went back down to the ballroom, placed the contract on a chair. I developed one last picture of you singing while I stared. On the back I wrote one sentence: if this hotel opens again, come find the man who chose your music over where the road might end. Not a promise, not a question, only what I couldn't say before. After the last applause, morning waited in the hall. I had learned a camera saves a moment, but a heart must risk it all. No crowd, no light, only footsteps in the night. One closed door, one photograph, one unfinished aftermath. From inside your room the singing stopped, then the paper moved beneath the door.
At dawn, I brought the room key down. The lobby chairs were wrapped in sheets. clerk was closing every ledger, summer quiet at his feet.
Your photograph was in my suitcase, your sentence folded near my heart.
I asked if you had already left.
He said he hadn't seen you depart. I came from the darkroom carrying the final box of photographs. You stood beside the silent piano, morning silver on the glass.
I saw the key upon the counter, room 204, facing up.
We had both found words on paper,
but neither knew if they were enough. The doors were open toward the driveway.
the car was waiting near.
A closing hotel held its breath to hear what we would say. The key we left at reception,
Brass and heavy in the dawn.
one room closing, 1 week ending.
One last moment nearly gone.
The key we left at reception.
No address and no fixed plan.
You said, come back if Magnolia opens.
I said
I'll come back if I can. I wanted more than if and someday,
I wanted certainty for you,
but love was younger than the promise.
and both our roads were calling too.
You placed your hand beside the wrong key.
You placed your hand beside mine.
We did not ask the years for answers, only one more breath of time. The key we left at reception,
Brass and heavy in the dawn.
1 room closing, 1 week ending.
One last moment nearly gone.
The key we left at reception.
No address and no fixed plan.
You said, come back if Magnolia opens.
I said
I'll come back if I can. Then the driver called my
the
name.
manager locked the dining room.
I kissed your cheek beside the counter.
The whole hotel became too quiet.
We walked together to the doorway, stopped beneath the faded sign.
You took the road beyond the garden.
I stayed with every room behind.
Stayed beneath the morning bell.
The hotel closed its doors behind us,
but our story wouldn't tell.
The key we left at reception
was not an ending we could prove.
It was only something waiting for another lock to move.
If the doors open,
if the lights return,
come back to the place where
we began to learn.
The car moved past the magnolia trees, and I watched
until the road was empty. The next July was just as warm.
the lake still bright beyond the trees.
A newspaper beneath my doorway
Carried news I couldn't leave.
Magnolia Grand reopens Friday.
Restored ballroom rooms and lawn.
I packed the photograph you gave me
And took the earliest road at dawn. For months I worked among the builders,
hanging pictures in the hall.
The manager gave me one condition:
Put your finest in the wall.
I framed the singer at check-in.
The summer caught inside her eyes.
Then every day I watched the doorway.
Though I told myself I wasn't waiting,
The brass doors turned before me.
the lobby filled with June.
1 year vanished in a heartbeat,
Like the first note of a tune.
when Magnolia opened again.
You were standing by the stairs,
My photograph above the piano.
summer waiting everywhere.
When Magnolia opened again,
No if, no someday, no disguise.
the hotel found its lights once more.
And I found home inside your eyes.
You touched the frame and smiled at me.
I asked if you had stayed all year,
I said I followed every road.
yet somehow every road led here.
The new room key lay in my hand.
This time we knew a temporary summer could become a lasting plan.
When Magnolia opened again,
You were standing by the stairs,
my photograph above the piano.
summer waiting everywhere.
When Magnolia opened again,
No if, no someday, no disguise.
the hotel found its lights once more.
And I found home inside your eyes.
I asked if room 24 was taken.
I said the key was held for you.
I asked what song began the evening.
I said the one at 3 with you.
The lobby doors kept turning,
New guests crossed the marble floor,
but we remained beside the picture.
no longer frightened by the door. When Magnolia opened again, every hallway knew our names.
The paper stars returned above us.
But nothing stayed the same.
When Magnolia opened again, we began where ending stood.
The hotel saved a summer,
And this time we understood. When Magnolia opened again,
the lake was shining through the glass.
we did not ask how long love lasted.
We only chose to make it last.
When Magnolia opened again, you reached your hand toward mine.
The photograph preserved our first day, but we stepped beyond the frame this time. Open the doors,
Turn on the light.
play the piano at 3 tonight.
The camera stayed upon the table.
As we walked into the ballroom together.